What's up, guys? It's HTG Brian back with more LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is level 35, Destroying Starkiller Story. We actually get a trophy achievement called The Force Awakens for completing just that, Episode 7, The Force Awakens. We get ourselves a Kyber brick for completing the level and 2 more for hitting that blue stud status. We also found ourselves getting a mini kit, and we found that we could not avoid it. It may be possible, but highly unlikely. And the same applies with one of the challenges. So here we are picking up right where we left off with old Han and Chewie. We got to go deploy some kaplooey. That's right, we got some bombs that need to be put out and sorted through. I was kind of curious to see how they would check this section of the movie out. Wasn't sure if this would be a cutscene or what, and I loved how they did it. In fact, we actually learned a new mechanic, or I did anyways, as we had not snuck up behind a baddie yet and found out that there's like a sneak attack, like a stealth, I think it's called stealth kill. We'll find out here. Sneak attack. I had it first. Had it right first. Of course they wouldn't call it a kill. It's Lego. All right, moving along through the hallway here, we find ourselves out on the scaffolding, which the bombs need to be planted. So Chewie drops the sack on the ground. We got 4 bombs. We can pick one up at a time. So let's start with the first one. Swoop it up and make your way to the right, taking out one of the baddies with a sneak attack. All the way at the end here, if you move quickly, there should be another guy looking out over the ledge with another quick and easy sneak attack. Now make your way back to the bag, and we're going to go ahead and grab yet another one. Now you might want to take out one of those barricades right there. If you don't do it now, we're going to need to in a second, because we are going to jump over that after we do some trickery. Not Jedi mind trickery, but just trickery. Now we got 2 guys walking around, try to stay out of their caution zones. And that's right, the caution zone is for getting found and attacked. We're going to stay away from that. We're going to go ahead and make our way over here to, I was trying to do my best, like, you know, airport voice, like the yellow zone is for parking. I think I failed though. Going back up top to get another bomb, but first, we're going to grab this guy and pull it down the old checkerboard pathway. Only about halfway, though, as it's going to help us jumping from the top scaffolding across to the other side of the top. See, look at that. Double jump, and stay out of that caution zone. In fact, take a right here, go out and around that ladder, take Buddy out, and booyakashow. We can go ahead and plant number 3. All right, back we go, jumping right back onto that piece we moved down below, and grabbing that last bum. You thought I was going to get through this whole segment without dropping that once. You were wrong. All right, over here in the corner, this one should be pretty easy as there's nobody lurking around. After all 4 have been placed, simply make your way back up top and jump into the blue halo, and into a cutscene we shall go.
Ben! Han Solo.
My son.
Will you help me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hit the target hard. Give it everything you got.
All right, it's time for us to take control of one heck of a pilot. That's right, Poe Dameron. And as you can see on the left-hand side, we've got 10 TIE fighters, 15 cannons, and looks like 15 antennae. We're going to go ahead and try to take those out as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Now, I want to make a note here. There is a challenge called Heck of a Pilot for breaking out of 3 enemy locks. If you notice, I don't actually hit L or R or L and R at the same time. Now, that's because I'm trying to not get the challenge. But it turns out that if you die, that actually counts as breaking the lock. And I don't even think I die in this first segment here, but I definitely don't hit L1 or R1 or do any rolls or evasion. And in the next section, I actually die 1 time And that actually gives me the challenge. So this is one of those challenges where I'm not sure you can avoid. Now, somebody in the comments will likely go, "Oh, I didn't get it, so you can miss it." But I'm telling you, I actually made a mistake. And what happened was I got the mini kit, and once I got the mini kit coming up, I actually restarted and replayed it. I could not avoid the mini kit the second time, and I could not avoid getting this challenge the second time either. So I'm assuming that they're both easy enough that you guys likely got them on your own. If you didn't, don't worry. We will be back in the free play, and you'll get another chance at it. And, oh, that's officially it. We're going to start the trench run now, where this is where you get access to 2 possible mini kits, which we're going to avoid one of them. We tried really hard to avoid the second one, but unfortunately it didn't work out in our favor. But I love these trench runs. This is when I was a kid watching like the old movies. This is always what I love, doing these trench runs. And of course, my favorite vehicle was the X-Wing. Now you can see I died right there. And as soon as I spawned back, look at that. It gives me the challenge. So I know I had a lock on me right there. I can admit that, but I'm not sure that was counting properly. But maybe I somehow avoided some earlier or something. I'm not sure. As soon as we gain control after dying, we actually unlock the silver stud status. And shortly up in our, yep, you can probably see it already flashing red and green is the mini kit. Now watch, I go right over it. I actually don't go through it. I shouldn't have touched any of it. But look at that, I still somehow collected it. And that's it for the trench run!
The Falcon's this way.
Traitor!
Oh! That lightsaber, it belongs to me.
All right. It's time for a lightsaber fight. We got the old cha-cha-cha-cha, and of course, he's got that meter that needs to be depleted. I am finding that although I can't throw my lightsaber, and Batarang style, I can do some dives and dashes to the sides. So definitely utilize your action button. For us, it's X. And then, of course, you got to push one side or the other, left or right or whatnot. I'm trying to get my blockage on there, too, but my timing has never been the greatest, as you can see. I almost made it out of that one, but not quite. But we've almost got that first meter depleted. Once it is, we're going to lock up and spam. Into the second session we go. He actually takes off. Scaredy cat! I think he uses the force to knock down some trees, and then he yeets over. Oh, yeah, that's right. He chops him up, and he's out of there. He's safe. You see that? That was kind of a contradiction there. I said he's out of there, meaning he was out, but he also slipped. So I don't know. We have to consult a third base coach, I think, to figure this one out. I don't know. I'm not into baseball. I'm sure Ben and some of the others out there that are big, they're like, what? All right, now there is another challenge, too, called Keeping a Cool Head, which requires you to shoot the helmets off 5 snow troopers. Now, I wasn't sure this was going to be an avoidable situation, as like with the stormtroopers, it's really hard to take them down without knocking their helmets off. I opted to stick with the old lightsaber for my battling with these guys, and luckily I don't knock any of them off. So I do believe later, once we return, we'll have options for blasters, and we might even have a second character right now. I think Rey is down. I don't think she's usable. I didn't even try to toggle, to be honest. But we'll be back with some blasterage, and we should be able to take that out when we return for the free play. Which, again, yes, I repeat, we are doing free play. We will help guide everyone to 100%. That is definitely something we plan on doing. So I know that not everybody watches all these videos, and not everybody watches the videos to this point or whenever the point is that I mention it, but I mention it quite a bit, and I get asked probably half a dozen times a day, are you going to do free play and find minikits? I am to the point where I just want to say no. I know, and I know I've mentioned that before, but it's like, how many times do I have to answer? Yes, I've made a video all about it. Watch the video. In fact, I've been replying with that video to quite a few people asking about it. All right, we lock up swords again. We spam. Look, he gives us a funny look, kicks us off to the side, and then we have this moment, right? The moment the balance. And if we spam quick enough, we can fill that meter, and off to a quick cutscene we go.
It's the ones who destroyed the base.
All right, so now we've got control of Rey, and we've got that lightsaber. And as you can see, I'm trying to avoid these guys because I felt like if I got up close and personal, I'm going to probably knock their blocks off. But as first one goes down, no helmet off, I'm like, wait a minute, this is actually working. So I'm going to stick with the old lightsaber, and it does get the job done without knocking the helmets off, avoiding said challenge. Ooh, TIE Fighter incoming. It goes ahead and parks right there. I don't know if that's a nailed it or not, but he survived. I guess that's a positive take from it. I think I gave him the old kick right here. Unintentional. All right, I got a little sidetracked. I noticed there were some boxes over here, and I thought for sure I was going to have to use the Fools to go ahead and lift those up. But apparently this version of Rey is not trained enough to do just that yet. So I double back, and then I see the old waypoint marker, and I hop on it, and it tells me to go right up the wing of the crashed TIE Fighter. And around the corner we go. We got a whole nother group of baddies. In fact, I think I run right by most of them. I take the first guy out, and I'm just like, I'm out of here. Run right by him. Kylo jumps off, shatters the ground. We need to pull out our net gun, the net launcher. So press and hold circle, or I guess it would be, B? For y'all out there, depending on which platform. And or I guess it could be A too if you're on the Switch. I think I got that one right finally. Go ahead and make your way up and over the hill, down, and spam that button before you get there to avoid damage. And of course, we got our final meter that needs to be depleted. And then once we get through this, it's going to take us to the final cutscene, or so I thought. Funny little story, and I'll share that with you after the cutscene. But I realized something. I did the whole level, and then something happened, and I saved it. And then I thought I was done. And while I was editing, I was like, wait a minute. Something's not right here. But again, we'll fight this battle out. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. We'll see that final cutscene for this level, destroying Starkiller. And then we'll go ahead and I'll tell you the funny story about what I did or maybe didn't do, huh? All right, meter's gone. Spam, 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 spam. Here we go.
Show you the ways of the Force. Oh.
Well, I wonder what's gotten into him.
Woo to the who! Destroying Starkiller base is complete for us and hopefully you too. Free play unlock. Don't forget about that. We'll be back soon enough to go ahead and try to get that 100% for each one of these levels. We got the blue stud status, which gave us a couple of extra kyber bricks. As you can see, we've already got 3 level challenges. Well, we tried to avoid the heck of a pilot, but for some reason it gave it to us anyways, despite us only crashing one time and not avoiding any of the other locks. So we also found ourselves getting a mini kit, which is sort of being deemed unmissable. Now, go ahead and challenge yourself. Try to go without it. And just know that I won't accept any I didn't get it without photos of proof. No, I'm just kidding. I believe you guys. I don't think you're liars. Some of you maybe have some questionable statements, but beyond that, I don't think anybody's a liar. We did get a handful of characters here. In fact, a couple that are ready to use and a few that are going to be needing to be purchased. So some studs will need to be used in order to use them. Now, at this point, right about now, I'm like, all right, cool. This is the end of the video. I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and I'm going to save the file. I'm going to go edit, and you'll see a little transition here. And he's like, there it is right there. That's because I realized in my editor, wait a minute, I never got the trophy achievement for completing this. And then I realized, wait a minute, I never had that whole sequence. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, I never went and found Luke or any of that. So that's got to be part of the game. And sure enough, it was.
R2-D2 may have some much-needed good news.
Show me.
Hey, all right, buddy, hold on.
The map, it is complete.
Luke. I'll go. I'll take Chewie and the Falcon. I'll go find Luke.
All right, so we have officially volunteered, and we are out of here. We are out. Oh, there we go. So I don't know what it is about this game. Like, sometimes it doesn't allow you the control right away. There's been like 3 or 4 times where there have been like, almost like I thought the game was broken or something. Speaking of broken, man, these waypoint markers are pretty sensitive sometimes. They really want you to go there. But anyways, it was kind of funny to see that there was a whole like 5 minutes worth of game, some cutscenes and all that was left that I totally forgot. But I got it in there now. We're going to hop into H2, not to be confused with H2O. And of course, this is where we're going to find old Luke. Now, I'm probably saying that wrong, and it's one of those things, too, like Falcon, there's different ways. Everyone's got a little different pronunciations or, you know, accents and things, so hopefully y'all don't murder me too hard in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's H2 or H-toe? No, it can't be H-toe. It's H2. Ach-2-y. I don't know. You guys help me out. How do I pronounce it? All right, this waypoint marker on this particular section of the level is a little challenging. Right here, it throws me for a loop. I'm like, which way do I go? Which way do it's not this way. I can see it's up top there, but how do I get there? Now, these icons from these other people and the purple flame icon here so confuse me. Really, what I need to do is turn around and go back up to my left. There was a waypoint marker there. I went and looked after I was done playing. I was like, what is happening? What did I miss? Did the game totally take me on the wrong route or what? But I find my way. You know me, old Cheeserini over here. If there's a way to get up a wall, whether I'm supposed to or not, I will find it. So I make my way up the hill, and it sort of blocks my path, so I'm sort of making my way to the left, lazily leaning to the left. Learned that from Han. All right, up to the top of the hill, and guess what? We got ourselves a Skywalker cutscene. What? And there it is, the Force Awakens trophy / achievement, depending on which platform you're playing on. What? How did this thing get in here? I'm pretty good about editing those out, but I must have missed that. So anyways, load screen unavoided, just like the mini kit and the challenge. You can see we got 27%. That's a little higher than the rest of them. And next up, The Last Jedi. This is one of the next 2 are probably the movies I've watched the fewest. So I'm going to have to re-watch these 2 to make sure I know what I'm talking about and get all good. Plus, I want to see how Lego does it, right? And get all the details. Because I know there's going to be some stuff in there. But hey, guys, that's going to wrap it up for level 35, which is the end of episode 7. Woo to the who! Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, don't forget to click that like button. Check us out on social media and HappyThumbsGaming.com. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time.